Hello and welcome to episode 318 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell, Harv, and Knoop. On this episode, we recap Rory McIlory's return to the winner's circle in the team event with Shane Lowry. Brendan Steele, I guess, won the LIV event this week. I had to find that out 3 minutes ago, so we're going to talk about that.
A lot of prep done this week.
Yeah, it was opening week at our home course. We're going to talk about our round today. All four of us got to play together. StuMac, friend of the pod, won on the PGA Tour Americas.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting news. Miles Creighton was up there on the Corn Ferry Tour. Lots to talk about in the Canadian world. And then we're going to preview what's this week's PGA tournament.
CJ Cup, Byron Nelson.
Yes. CJ Cup week. But before we get into all that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. We are less than 2 weeks away from the Player 9s at Elbow. And since last week's pod, Chase has dropped a few more items on the website, including a little teaser of a video earlier today with some of the new items. I see the boys are wearing some items that have not been released yet tonight. Bronell's got the mint hat, which isn't out yet. I have this, I'm not sure what the name of this.
Prairie Lily, I think.
Prairie Lily hat.
That's right, yeah.
This unbelievable new button-up Q-zip-ish type thing. Yep. I love it. So, yeah, get that promo code ready if you haven't already used it, but you're going to use it again, so buyer beware.
Does Player make that LIV golf shirt that you have on tonight, or is that just a...
Oh, you took off the visor already, hey?
It's fucking nice, eh?
No,
I do like the colors. Yeah,
it's not at all.
it's a nice LIV golf shirt.
It's fantastic.
We're also a member of Team Callaway. We'll talk about that in our weeks. We finally got outdoors, home course, put the new clubs to the test with some mixed results, I would say.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Pretty overall good results. We're also a member of the Churchill family. Looks like the IPAs are back on the table.
No, the Belgian Whites are
Belgian
tonight.
Whites.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry.
Haven't had these in a while.
Sun Dogs.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah. I'm still having a lawnmower, though. Don't stray away from what works.
Yeah, well, you're a light beer guy.
Tomorrow you guys would have to drink Browns.
Yep.
Oof.
I got Reds ready to go for tomorrow.
I had
Gonna
Reds
be
in my fridge, too.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. 8 degrees and rain. Good thing we were supposed to play again tomorrow with some local, you may know them. It's Kyle Duffin from Callaway and Chase Porter from Player. We're coming down because the Warriors are playing Saskatchewan Blades in the playoffs. They're coming down from Saskatchewan to go to it. We're supposed to play tomorrow, and it's 8 degrees and raining all day. So went today, opening day at the course.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
That would've
very
been fun.
unfortunate.
I mean, you guys should really be playing, but
no, I'm not
I guess you
playing in that.
wouldn't. You weren't going anywhere.
No.
I'm not playing in that.
I could handle
Harv would.
cold. I can handle rain. I don't know if I can handle cold and rain.
Not together.
Like
Not
elk.
together.
that
and
run right.
wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gusting to 40 too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be out.
Can't walk in that.
No. Yeah, exactly.
So I guess we'll just have to go to the hockey game with them. I did want to mention as well, tomorrow is the last day if you're thinking about the putting green with Rusty Shovel. To send Sean an email, Sean at therustyshovel.ca, say, hey, I'm interested. I'm sure he would extend that as long as you send him the email saying, hey, I'm really interested in this.
Get your foot in the door.
Yeah. And
Right.
then let's get this stuff going.
Yeah.
So if you were dragging your feet, if you listen to this and you realize, like us, that April has now flown by, now's your last chance. So, and then I'm going to wait one week, I think, for our other big announcement.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yeah. Just to make sure the T's are
ducks are in a row.
crossed and the I's are dotted.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that next week. But let's get into our weeks. We had a chance to play. I'll go through my week first. Nothing too crazy for me. My kid played like Knoop. Both of our children played a tournament in Lethbridge this week. It's called the Icebreaker Baseball Tournament for a reason. It's an icebreaker to the season, but it's also the icebreaker because it's typically cooler weather. Now, I think in years past when they started this tournament, normally Alberta seems to be a little bit warmer than us at the end of April, but now it's like it doesn't even matter because it was 15, 16 degrees here, and we went there, and the first day it was like 10 degrees and windy.
Oh,
So
boy.
it was actually worse going there than it was.
yeah.
We should just have the tournament here.
Mm.
And that southern Alberta wind at times is way worse than here. Like it was 100K, not when we went, but a week ago it was 100K on the Sunday, gusting to 100. Yesterday we were trying to play the final and it was gusting like 60. Canoop was
At
playing
least
the
60.
semifinal, it was gusting to 70. Kids, you were chasing more hats than you were playing baseball.
Yeah. Absolutely were. The
Kids'
pitcher-
hats just flying off, and
Gotta
then they put them
buckle it
back
more
on.
tighter. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
That is
They
well.
needed the
unless you have
snapbacks.
you
That's the
have
thing.
flex. They all have flex
Yes.
fits now. Our team
Oh.
has snapbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for that reason. But so we ended up losing in the final yesterday to the host Lethbridge team. The Warriors played 2 games on the weekend, so I watched those in the hotel room. Managed to split up in Saskatoon. So games 3 and 4 tomorrow and Wednesday here in Moose Jaw.
Man, we could have had both games.
Could have had
too.
both, yep, for sure.
But-
But if you said you were getting a split, you'd take it. The
You'd
only
take
issue
it.
is
You
if
get
you said
greedy.
you were going to if you said you were going to overtime both games, you kind of want to win them both.
Wow, the fact that we're up 2-0 in game 2, but we were
Yeah.
down 2-0 in game 1. So
Yeah. Warriors
Yeah.
are a known come from behind team. They're not they don't play with the lead very well.
no, they don't.
So
They can't protect the
they're
lead.
not a very good reverse momentum team. Like once the momentum gets going for the other team, they have a very difficult time breaking
You
that
mean
momentum.
when the refs made all those terrible calls in the second
Yeah,
and all
but
the
we're not gonna
momentum
talk about that.
shifted?
No,
yeah.
people just call
no,
us
we need to
whiners.
talk about it.
They just call us whiners.
We need to talk about it.
That's the losing team's excuse mentality. I agree.
Yeah, it's-
Don't get me
and
wrong. I
it's-
agree.
Yeah. The
But-
breaks, we'll see what happens in game 3 and see if the
Yeah.
sides are still chosen in game 3.
Yeah. We'll go. We'll all go. We'll all go through our weeks, and then we'll talk about our joint round at the end.
Sure. Yeah, I like
Um,
that.
Lastly, I just got to touch on my algorithm. It's old reality shows like Ricky Lake and Maury and Jerry Springer.
Oh, I like
Those
that.
that's good. Yeah.
it's great. It's been great.
Mostly Jerry, hopefully, because that's the best of the 3.
Well, yeah, it certainly is. Well, You Are Not the Fathers are pretty good on Maury.
yeah.
And then the Ricky Lake ones were just like, that show was so dumb. My mom used to watch it too. Like I'd get home off the bus. And
You
it'd
can
just be
go
like, my
on
mom's-
Ricky Lake. What song is that? Offspring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
How does it go?
I only brought it up
Fly.
because
Wanna
we have
go away.
yeah. Got a
Love
song
it,
for the
but
next.
I hate that
yeah.
taste. Way keeping me down. I only had 11 drinks this week. I thought I was going to
Only?
Lethbridge. I thought I was going to Lethbridge for a tournament party with the parents. But the first night, Canoop and I sat and watched the Warrior game, and then he
Bunch
left.
of
and-
nerds on that team, eh?
yeah. I think it was because it was an icebreaker for the parents. Icebreaker for the parents. A lot of them had like their other kids there.
Feeling each other out.
Yeah,
for
just kind of getting a feel for
Yeah.
things. So I hope we
The
go to
old-
Bismarck here on
yeah.
May long weekend. I think that one maybe will change a little bit. Plus
I hope
beers
so.
are cheaper. And it's a 3-day tournament, so
Yeah.
couple nights
Yeah, you're in.
as well. So we'll see.
Some rounds too, for sure.
Yeah, so just 11, so 279 for me this year.
I'll
Okay.
go because, again, you and I shared a lot of the same things over the last week. So coaching baseball again, like Maddie had said, we went to Lethbridge. Nothing much else to report on our side. We were 2-2. Pretty solid weekend for us. I was pretty happy with how we played. We ended up hitting some pitching, actually, which kind of surprised me. Lots of
like the
practicing.
name of the game.
It is, but our kids haven't been able to do it in practice. So
Oh, okay.
to be able to do it in a game, it was it was nice to see.
So you're an official like assistant coach.
Yeah.
Do you
First base coach.
Do you wear the full garb?
No, I would.
You would.
Oh yeah,
Those parents are losers.
no, I would.
So
Mainly
3 of the
because-
4 teams we played, their coaches were wearing ball pants. Yeah.
Oh no.
You can't do that.
They're like semi-academies
Can't
out
do
there.
that.
Yeah, that's the thing. The
Yeah.
one
That
we played
doesn't
one
make it
team.
okay.
We played one team from Saskatoon. They have been to Vegas and I can't remember somewhere else in the States already this year, and we beat them like 16-4.
Nice.
They're just the parents
So-
are just in it for the trips.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you if you're going to Vegas? I
Yeah.
guess you got kids tagging along. But it's not always the funnest. But other than that, that's about it. Not much else going on other than our game today. So 6 drinks for me,
Not bad.
286 on the year.
You brought back some booze
Wow.
then because you
I
bought
did.
more than that.
Yeah.
I bought a 2-4 and had 7. Like, I was fully expecting to drink almost all 24
Well,
of those,
I-
or at least give some away.
You had kicked us out of your room on Friday. Otherwise, I'd have stayed longer. And
I
we
didn't
could have had
kick you
my-
out of there.
Wow. Yeah, you
You
went and
said
got ice
I'm
cream.
going home.
Oh, they scored.
Oh, I said I had to go take my kid to get ice cream, and then I came back, and you were still there. So it was like, yeah,
Fourth
you were
line.
waiting to
Yeah.
drink. But no one else joined us.
No.
I invited. I even
I
posted.
mean,
in a
you're
group.
only allowed 6 a day, so why'd you bring 24?
Well,
You
in case
give
I had to give some
oh,
away.
give
they
some
went
away. Oh, yeah,
right.
okay.
They left Friday, not Thursday.
Yeah.
I can go next. Don't really have anything. Been watching the NHL playoffs. Ball started. Kids are in that. I'm coaching both teams. It's a lot.
Too much.
Yeah.
You can't.
I'm not
You
head
can't do it.
coaching the other team, but your brother
You're
is, so I'm basically head coaching it. Yeah.
Oh,
His brain doesn't work most of the time.
He's
Isn't
had
he in
a few
school?
football
Didn't he say
hits.
he's in school?
He's back now.
Oh.
No, he's actually awesome with the kids. Like he's
He's
super
almost,
positive
he's
with them
almost
and-
too positive.
yeah.
So positive he has no like disciplinary bone in his body.
Yeah, no. So that's why I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep those kids in line.
But he's also has CTE, so that doesn't help either.
ESPN.
He does.
Yeah.
Like if he went and got checked out, he'd have CTE.
Yeah. Speaking of
Bless
that,
his heart.
watch the NFL draft. Steelers A+ draft loaded for this year, fellas. We are loaded.
is that your ranking?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like
People are
unanimous.
saying A+
Oh,
draft?
unanimous?
Yes,
Really?
all across the board, across the
Wow.
league. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully those actually pan out because
Yeah.
rarely do they.
Falcons got the worst grade, obviously.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. They didn't even draft the best available quarterback
No.
either.
You, your eyes. Are you tired tonight, or?
No, I got a bunch of dirt in them.
Oh, I was gonna
from
say they're looking extra
Lethbridge.
butthole-y tonight.
Yeah, it was so windy that I woke up this morning and my eyes were like glued shut.
We had to take
So
Tucker
they
to
still
the,
have dirt in your eyes? From like,
Yes, they're so sticky.
We took Tucker to the optometrist today. He's got a
Yeah,
sty
he's got
now.
yeah. I heard his
Huh.
whole eye was all swollen up.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad. The
Throw a
wind was
patch
just
on 'em.
blowing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
glad
then,
you-
yeah,
I'm
well,
glad you noticed.
I guess
Patch
we'll
and
wait.
earrings. 3/4 of the way there.
And then just golf today, and I guess we'll save that for the end. But yeah, I had Churchill Boost Count. I had 9 drinks, so that's
The minimum. Hit the minimum.
hit the minimum.
It's impossible to be less. So
three Warrior games this week though, because we got the 2 home
Upcoming?
games and then we're going Friday.
Yeah,
Game 5.
yeah.
Hey.
I mean,
So
yeah, my week.
Fridays.
249 and 119.
Can you? How about this? Why don't you drive the van on Friday? Then you'll
Because he
keep
wants
that,
to drink.
keep
If
that
I'm
count
going,
down.
I want drinks. Yeah,
Yeah,
I already went last Friday.
I know.
What a different atmosphere going to Saskatoon and Swift. Oh,
That morgue.
yeah,
rink's
9,000
too
people there.
big.
Quieter than Swift. Way quieter.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I
'cause
think
Swift,
Saskatoon
you're
was?
crammed in there.
Yeah.
Saskatoon, you got a whole
Yeah, and the
upper
reason
deck.
why rush games are so good is because it's just the music's cranked. But in hockey, you can't crank the music. It's just so quiet in there.
Really?
It looked like there was more than 9,000 there. Look, it was pretty full.
Good for them though.
My week, also didn't do too much. Cut the grass for the first time. Got all that done. up.
Really?
Yeah, get all that thatch out of there.
Ran the sprinklers.
Yeah.
All that sort. Set up the trampoline. Like it, just all sorts of stupid.
I did
Bad
a
stuff.
I did a pile of raking, hurt my back at baseball yesterday, and then after today's round, my back feels fine. So golf
the
cured
answer.
it.
Got to golf more, yeah.
yeah, got to golf more.
Hey, that's
I mean,
it's
all
easy
those
sell.
leave I took today maybe helped, but
So many to leave. Like that was pretty much it. But I read something that Walmart's closing their self checkouts.
Oh, too many people stealing or
Yeah,
what?
that's the reason.
Mhm.
And then I just thought to it, like, you guys ever stole anything on the self checkout?
no, I haven't.
I mean, like, I know you guys are probably thinking I do, but I never have. Like,
I stole
make-
something at Safeway one time though. It was in the bottom of my cart, and I didn't put it on. It was like a pack of ginger ale or something. I didn't put it up to get
Oh,
scanned.
yeah.
And then I got out to my car,
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
just
yeah,
an innocent
I've gone too
mistake.
far.
Yeah,
I've gone
not
too
taking it back.
I'll give him a
in.
little bit extra next time.
Yeah, you'll do the donation. But yeah, I've never
You'll
done
round up
that
next
either.
time.
But like,
Yeah.
who's doing that? Like, and what are they doing? Just like taking out of the cart and right in the bag? Or are they like fake scanning and putting in the bag? Like, how do you even sleep at night.
I'll
when
plead
you
the
do
fifth
that.
on this one.
You've done it.
On
No, I'm
purpose?
just no, I'm not saying anything.
I
I'm just
actually-
gonna sit
That's
back and watch.
an admission of guilt.
No, just watch.
It's funny we brought this up. Can't remember what it was because my son and I went to this ball tournament. My wife and daughter stayed home, but it randomly came up about stealing, and we were just talking about peer pressure and stuff like that. And I said to my son, I'm like, there are going to be situations when you get older where someone's going to be like your buddies are going to steal some gum from 7-Eleven or something like that. I'm like, don't do it, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But it was just funny because I was like thinking, I'm pretty sure I've stolen gum from 7-Eleven before.
extra
but
extra
Harv's
5
talking
cent
about
candies in
diapers.
your bag.
Not
Yeah.
me.
What's that?
Extra 5 cent candies when you were
don't
young.
count, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's an.
Not
No,
me.
I'm just
Different.
saying, when you're a kid,
I
Yeah,
you
when you're
never
a
did
kid,
that.
Oh yeah,
I was
come on.
raised right.
There's no way you went into 7-Eleven.
I never
and
stole
counted
anything.
in
one
your
by
entire
one.
life.
Never.
Hmm.
Except that one package of ginger ale.
Yeah.
Still can't sleep.
Yeah.
Knowing your
Yeah, that
personality,
shows
I
he's
thought I
raised
figured
right,
you'd
right?
be a klepto by now.
Fuck.
But yeah, that's all I really had. My algorithm, I'm just getting like random sports. Like I had that floorball a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. Now I got like handball and like paddle. That game, like
Yep.
that's kind of like pickleball and tennis and all those, like just random obscure sports. What's that big game in like Russia where you play on ice on like a soccer field? And it's kind of like hockey, and they got big soccer nets. Like,
Have you seen the tennis hockey? Tennis on skates?
Mm.
That's interesting.
or
Really?
the guys playing tennis, baseball, where they got to hit.
Yeah,
That is
looks fun.
awesome.
Yeah, that looks fun. Yeah.
That seems like impossible.
They're good at it though.
Yeah.
Like really good.
Like they got to be tennis players that are just playing baseball.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like it's impressive. Because like when
Like
they
this-
hit it and
The
then they just,
accuracy.
like, the accuracy.
yeah.
Because like I'd try and do that and just like send it
yeah.
out of like balls
The
gone.
pick
Everyone
off
go
at
home
first.
now.
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
pickoffs at first, and you just launch it in right field.
Wiffle ball should be a bigger thing too.
Well, I
Like
get a
with-
lot of wiffle ball.
Oh, wiffle
And
ball
like
is
so
big in
hard.
the
I'd love
States.
to play it more.
be
Wiffle
so,
ball's
so
huge,
hard.
huge
Yeah.
in the States.
We should get together and play wiffle ball instead of golf sometimes. Just
I'm-
get a group of guys.
We
Go
should
play
put a
wiffle ball.
lawn bowling team in.
But you need the right
Oh.
size.
Awesome point. That that video of that guy, that blonde-haired guy that does that unbelievable lawn bowling shot where it like comes way in from the right and just
Oh, yeah, yeah.
nestles right in between those two.
Yeah, it's
That-
not lawn. That's not lawn bowling.
No, but
That's
it was indoor.
bocce, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, lawn bowling, bocce ball are pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
But
but
it was that one,
Indoors.
and
yeah.
it was on my feed last night. I watched it like 15 times.
It's the greatest shot in the history of sports. But
The
if
be-
any
The best
shot,
is that the best is that he like throws it and then he does like that super slow step forward.
yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll show you after, Canute, because I
Alright.
know you've never.
I think
seen
I've seen it, but it just
I mean, everyone's seen
Yeah.
it. It's like the bowling guy. Everyone's seen the bowling.
it. Who do you think you are? I am.
That
Yeah.
guy, yeah. So
All right.
yeah, I had 0 drinks this week. 103 on the year.
All right, let's talk about our round.
No tournaments.
What's the lead? Canute saying that he's
No, the
shitty?
lead is how many over under 2.5 more total rounds together as a foursome this summer.
Well, you said you're never
Ooh.
playing with Canoop again, so I guess it's under.
so under.
He said that last
All
year, and then
four
he
of
came
us in
crawling back.
Yeah. All four of us in the same group.
Forgot about that actually.
The lead is Bronell's attitude on the course.
It was good today. It was good today.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple times it looked like the old fiery guy was coming out. What hole you had that bad chip on?
12. No, it wasn't that. 9. Nine
Yes,
was a bad-
9 was
Oh,
what it
9
was.
was really
it looked
bad,
like
yeah.
it might be a wedge toss, but he just kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Do
did
you-
turn around and swing at air though.
Little
Does
bit.
that count?
A little bit.
Do you attribute your attitude today to not being healthy? Like, do you feel like if you were healthy and everything was good and you would have played like you did today, you'd have been as happy?
Yeah, it was kind of a blah around. I wasn't hitting it all that good, but I was kind of scrambling and not making doubles. So it was like,
The doubles
if I'm not
will
making
get you.
doubles, I'm okay.
Did you have any then?
No. I mean, I had courtesy bogey on 14, but
Right. Right. Yeah.
Mm.
You overall, how did you feel after when you got in your truck? Like I could play
felt
like this
fine.
all the time.
no, it's fine.
I think
just-
it was first round though. Easy to do in the first round. You don't have any expectations.
Yeah, no expectations. I mean, I got the driver going on the back nine. I thought so.
Once you
That
go,
was fine.
Once you get your first like 72,
I didn't make any putts.
73, and then follow that up with a 79,
Yeah.
and we'll see. How
Yeah,
you're
you
feeling.
I almost don't want to get that taste of low
Yeah.
70s, right? You can't go down that road because then that's the expectation.
It's
Yeah.
hard to make putts, though. You'd said you just didn't make anything. Like
You
half
know-
of the greens are slow, half of them are
Yeah, the
fast,
speeds
and
were
you
all
just
different
yeah,
today.
don't
And
have a
but
clue.
not that they were in bad shape. They were just different speeds. Yeah.
Some
I
of 'em more
guess the way
sandy.
you could approach your next, 10, 15 rounds is like Canoop, where you say that you suck now, knowing that you don't, but in just the back of your head, you're like,
Not
oh, I
knowing,
suck, I
not
suck, I
Not
suck.
Yeah.
knowing.
All of us, I would rather you just, I said this in the group, I'd rather you just not talk and say that you
Yeah.
suck now and just like leave it, because if you shoot 74, 75, we'll tell you suck, don't worry. But
Oh.
you don't have to say that you're bad. You're going to shoot 78.
No, he
and
was
then-
talking about 78s. Yeah.
78s. It is impossible for you to shoot 78 now.
So,
impossible.
I did a lot of self-reflection after the round today. And
Really?
I think, I did. And I think it's just the course.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't
Yes.
say you're ever going to shoot 78 again.
If I
It
go
is
any,
impossible
if
for you
I
to
go
shoot 78.
anywhere else, then
That's how.
at least
That's
80.
how golf
So
is.
you're
at least
finally
80.
coming around to the home course
how-
handicap thing, hey? You're
No.
finally coming around to it.
Well, if my home course was 6,800 yards, yeah, it would make a difference. But we played 62 and change.
It is your home course.
You're
That
right.
is the course. There is a
Yes.
home course handicap. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's different.
Sort of, yes. Sort of.
It is literally impossible for sure for you to shoot 80.
Yeah.
Literally impossible.
It's like me.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
don't
me. Literally impossible for me to shoot 90 there. It's impossible.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Even like
Exactly.
85 is
Lost
almost
in all
like-
this is
yeah.
Knoop shot 70 and he hit it he hit it technically old out of bounds and it's red staked. You could have just dropped it the 100 stake, but you re-teed.
But
I mean,
technically, isn't
yeah.
it just red staked on the
If you
hill?
think you can find it. I
Yeah.
think it's if you can find it. And
'Cause,
he
like the
he
train
knew
tracks are out of bounds.
I don't think he
Well,
hit it
no,
over the train tracks.
It's red staked everywhere.
It can't be.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's red
They
staked
meant,
all the
they
way
meant
along.
to do it to speed up play.
One stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
That's how
is-
golf should be everywhere.
I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's how they changed it there. To
I
speed
thought
up
it
play.
was just the hill was red staked to the white stake to the train tracks, and that was out of
Mm-mm.
bounds.
I don't think there's
No.
white stakes on
Nope.
top.
No, it's not.
But anyway,
like that.
yeah, so Canoop 70, Harv 80, you and I matching 78s. Everyone had a birdie.
My predictions were fucking close today. Canoop 70,
Other
I
than
said,
your DNF.
and then I said Harv 78, Matty B 79. Was off by 3 total there.
And what did you say you were going to shoot?
DNF, yeah.
DNF.
Oh, yeah.
I finished.
Hey, good for you.
The way,
Uh,
yeah, I was impressed with you scraping it around the way you looked out there swinging. So,
But
Yeah.
big takeaway is
Well, it
well,
was
you were pulling out every single time with your
the
front
back.
leg.
The back, I started feeling more loose.
Yeah.
But
but overall, just nice to get
Felt
outside
like Tiger.
to play. I would like to say that
you
everyone
played good on the back.
I thought
Very.
for moving into pros, Apex pros, I thought I hit them pretty well today.
Yeah.
I hit a lot of good iron shots. It was just early I missed a few putts, and
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I guess we better bring it up. On
Yeah.
the very first hole, I broke a guy's cart windshield.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
the very first hole.
the mayor's brother.
Second shot of the day.
Third shot, actually.
It was third?
I hit it in
Yeah,
the
you hit a
trees,
tree.
and then I tried to punch it out, hit the tree right in front of me,
Oh.
and then tried to punch it out again, and I thought I did, and turns out it was a shank, and it went. So I was aiming left towards the fairway, and I shanked it to the right, and the 3 guys that we know are on the other tee box, like right in front of me. They also thought I hit it straight, and then
so
all of
it
a
must
sudden,
have went over their heads pretty much.
yes.
Then.
So we all thought it went straight, and then all of a sudden there was like a shotgun sound, and it hit the guy's cart. They all looked over. I'm like, "Where is it?" They're like, "It hit that guy's cart." I'm like, "Why didn't you yell 4?" They're like, "We were looking at the fairway. We thought that's where you hit it." And then I went over there, and
my
yeah,
God.
it hit right. You know, the rubber flaps that hold your window that flips down. The 2 rubber
Yeah.
flaps broke that off of his cart. Like just shattered that corner of his
Yikes.
windshield. He was sitting in the cart, by the way.
Oh, really?
Just like
Yes.
that guy was sitting in the back seat or the trunk when I shattered his windshield.
Yeah, he was
in
getting his shoes out of the
Ontario.
back.
Yeah.
But that's like if that's 2 feet higher,
Yeah.
might have killed him.
Dings him in the
He's
head.
like 75 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Could have killed him.
Yeah,
Imagine opening day, 3rd shot of the year, and I kill a guy.
You know, it was
Oh,
Bronell
boy.
was hoping not kill him, but that you hit him, so he doesn't have the kiss of death anymore.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Murray.
And then Harv had the cardinal sin of having the early lead. You never want the early lead. Just
Yeah,
started hot and
Couple doubles down.
birdied 2.
Yep.
You're hitting it well though, decently.
Yep.
Yeah, just a couple bad shots that were out of bounds or
Yeah.
in the shit. and-
Yeah, but your driver was good for the most part.
Yep. I thought my driver was good. I thought
I thought you were gonna shoot 65 after that first tee shot. Just pissed on it.
You did.
Knupo drove me by like 10 yards.
I
What do
know.
you think of the putters?
I like it.
I like it a
actually.
lot. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big take. Like I started using the line at the end. And
Yeah.
I'm never a line guy. I'm just like put the ball down. And
Feel guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I might have
might
to
have
start
to
using
use
the
the
line
line.
too.
Yeah. I mean, I took off the wrapper of my putter on the first hole, so that was the first putt ever with it. So other than the
That was awesome.
other than 6 putts through the first 2 holes, I thought after that it was generally good. I like the feel of it.
All around, I was just trying to hit the top of the ball because I'm bad at like bouncing them.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
you hit
worst,
it- So I'm
the
trying to-
worst I've ever seen.
Trying to hit the top of the
Yes.
ball, so I'm,
Yeah.
smooth rolling them. But
You are
the
big
heavy
bounce.
forward press.
not anymore. Now I just push everything left.
Give and take.
All right, let's get
But
into
the irons feel good.
Yeah,
like those irons
unbelievable.
fucking
The
feel
irons are
good.
awesome.
yeah,
They really
like pros are
The
good.
pros feel better
MB
than the old pros.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you
See-
flush at MB, it's a nice feeling.
Well, I one last thing on I actually stopped the ball with several approach shots today.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
actually getting spin on irons. It's a new feeling for me.
Must
it
have
felt
switched out
good.
your ball after you smashed that window, eh?
No, I kept using that one.
Oh.
And then I lost it on 9.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just I think the irons the pros are a lot more forgiving than I thought they would be. I was a little bit nervous moving into those, but
Mm-hmm.
pretty happy. Let's get into Rory, shall we?
Yeah, the Zurich Classic. Rory, McIlory, and Shane Lowry won this team event.
In a
25th
playoff.
win for that guy.
25th. First win for Lowry since the 2019 Open Championship.
Really?
He's been
Yeah,
trash.
that- He's been solid this year, though.
Those guys
Yeah,
are
Lowry?
big.
Sorry?
This year, hasn't he been?
No, it's not being
Oh.
very good.
How's he still like top 30 in the world?
Because he's maybe been half decent. And Knut
He
doesn't know what
actually
he's talking
he
about.
actually had a
No.
couple good weeks earlier in the year. He did.
He
The
was.
Irish
I read
lads,
something
they call
today.
them.
Okay, you
Yeah, they've been
keep
friends
going.
forever.
Yeah. Best
Did you see that
buds.
slideshow? I think it was PGA Tour slideshow.
Yeah.
Them
they're
through the
like
years.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
They
were
were
they
two
singing
ugly
that
kids.
song? That
Don't
Journey
stop,
song.
don't stop believing.
They're having fun. They're having some drinks and a little karaoke broke out. What's wrong with that? At least it was like not staged and
I will give them
ugly
that.
like the live one. I just
What? Are
it's
you
just so
talking
it's
about?
just not
The trophy presentation at every tournament. Is that
yeah,
what you're
like
talking about? It is a little bit corny at this point.
oh,
That
it's
they're-
so corny.
But they're trying to model it after F1 because they have showers after
Yeah.
F1 every time. So
But the
It's
Rory
definitely-
thing was this it was spontaneous and it just felt like it was a lot more I don't know,
yeah, it was.
natural
natural, yeah.
Wait, he's happy.
Was
This
it?
is his last
Hey, it's a
last tournament he's ever gonna win. Maybe.
on this tour.
You must have been just seething mad yesterday, hey?
Why? The fact that he counts this, I guess, is just crazy to me.
You're counting live wins as wins
No,
for
I
those
didn't,
guys?
I didn't say that.
Oh,
I said
wow.
nothing about live.
There's nothing wrong with this event. It's a true team
Oh,
event.
we can get to that
Mm,
right
okay.
away.
It
Just
is.
want to
Yeah.
mention the
Mhm.
trophy. It's a great trophy.
Yes.
That fleur-de-lis
Yes.
crystal trophy and the belts that they get. And then Rory is back on the policy board, said when he left, nothing's really happened in the 8 months, so he's
Yeah,
back
couldn't
on
do
to make changes.
'Cause
But yeah,
Who left? Sorry?
I don't know. I think
He
he's just back on. Spieth left.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the one.
But that was one thing I wanted to talk about. Is this type of team event how team golf should be? that was what you wanted to talk about, was it not?
Yeah, this is what it is. It's you're playing with a guy. You're not just randomly. Your scores aren't just being
I would agree.
randomly put together with 3 other players that aren't playing in your group. You're playing together on a team, 2 of you.
That is a team event.
So are you you're essentially saying that the Ryder Cup isn't team golf?
Huh? No, it's
No,
team.
that's exactly
Like,
team
no,
golf.
it's
That's
exactly
what I'm
it's
saying.
that's the exact same
exactly
thing.
Where you're going with that one?
Well, no, but you're saying that
They're on
just because those
two-man
2
teams.
guys are together playing against them
Yes.
for an entire event, right? This one's only 2. So you would rather see it be like 2-man teams potentially moving forward if you're going to do something like that, or you want to go, or you just don't like the bigger picture with the 4 and then them
And the
spread out throughout
scores
the
and-
entire.
It's
Yes.
fine. It's
Yeah.
That's a fine idea, not for an entire year. But to have one tournament a year where it's team golf like this is totally fine.
Yeah,
in my
like
They
mind.
all
The
should
LIV
do one scramble tournament. a
They
year.
should. One of these rounds
Yes.
should have been scrambled. There should
Now-
be 4 different kinds.
I
Should be foursomes, alternate, scramble, and maybe modified alternate
Yeah.
or something like that.
I do agree with you, though, from a live comparison perspective. If live is trying to really push the team event, then they need to have a team event.
Yeah.
Like they need to have
Yeah. But
they do,
2-man
don't
teams.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they need to have it more often. Like
I
This
yeah,
whole-
I don't disagree.
where
You're
your
not even
teammates
playing
aren't
with
even-
this-
or always be paired with someone on your team.
Yeah.
Like do it that way.
But the thing, they get shit on for that too, because when they put all 4 of them together, because you're only counting 3 scores,
They would know what they need to
if
get.
the
Yeah.
4th guy's having a blow up hole, you can just fucking go up there and chip it and chip it and chip it and put your ball right behind the guy's putt and show that guy the line.
You could.
Right?
No,
you
sure.
could do that.
But you're wrong because all 4 scores count.
I thought it was
only
only 3.
one of the days.
The last day.
Oh, only, yeah.
Yeah.
So only one of the days.
Yeah. So
But Liv should
But,
like.
then again, you're still suing yourself for the individual
right.
part,
Yes.
but you
Live,
still make a pile of money.
It would be very smart of Liv if they did a Texas Scramble tournament.
No, they should. Yeah.
4-man scramble.
They should be doing all kinds of different formats.
That would be unbelievable.
Why aren't they
I
doing
would
it?
actually watch that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Why
eagle
not?
after eagle after eagle.
You got a small field of whatever they're at now. You could have 8somes and just do scrambles.
Yeah,
Mhm.
be fun. But I do think
That's
similar to what
unbelievable.
Bronell's saying.
That's an unbelievable idea.
If you have 4 guys, just have 2 of them play in the same group. It doesn't technically affect the overall team scores as much because you don't know what the other 2 guys are doing.
Yeah.
But they're playing together somewhere else, and you're just having groups of 2 from every team. So if it's 3 rounds, you would play with all 3 of your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
What this
There you go.
tournament
It's 2 other guys, and
Yeah.
you're just rotating.
How are
Like,
they not doing
the
that?
4 aces are with the Gleeks this week.
cliques.
Cleeks, sorry.
Gleeks that thing when you
that's
Yeah,
a little bit of
yeah.
spit
that's
comes
what
in
I
your
think of when I think of that. Yeah, I think of the Gleeks when I think. of it.
What this tournament needs is to be an elevated status tournament
To get them all there.
to get them all there.
Scotty paired with Tony Romo.
Well, maybe, but it's already come a long way that they've made it a full field event.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like back when it was
I do like that.
I mean, there was
72 guys and whatnot.
There were some solid teams. Xander and Cantlay, Kitayama and Morikawa. Like there were some.
yeah, I know, but think
teams,
if
but-
there was more.
Oh, I know. I agree.
And did they do walk-up songs this year?
I don't know. I think so. Yes, because
They're certainly not
say something?
promoting it as much.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, I
like it
think
used to be like
We
that
didn't
was
do
like
it on the pod,
no.
unfortunately. But the PGA is probably pretty happy that Blair and Fishburne or whatever his name is made that double on 17 because they were going to win that tournament.
Yeah.
How do you make a double?
17 was
as a
playing
PGA?
so hard.
I understand it's alternate shot, but you
Yeah.
are PGA Tour professionals.
Yeah, I was playing like 230 or something and into the wind. And yeah, Rory and Lowry made bogey. And I said in the group, oh, they're done. Like they blew it. And then those guys made double.
And then
So then they
the
ended up,
playoff.
Yeah,
They
they
ended
was
up-
just
hadn't
gonna
hit
say
a
that.
shot in 3 hours.
Trainer and Ramey sat around for 3 hours.
Yeah, but still, I get it's alternate shot again. You can't be bogey in par fives in a playoff.
No, well, Trainer chunked one.
Not good.
Chunked
Sorry,
one.
can I go back to Lowry? Your internet finally loaded. Lowry is cut T25, T60, T4, T3. So right there, T19, T43, T64, and then win.
Hmm.
So nothing special at
No.
all.
Making cuts though.
Yeah.
Do they get the 2-year exemption for this win? Both
They
of them?
do.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Rory's probably
So Blair and Fishburne probably
Yeah,
needed
they
a
need
little
it
more.
bad. Yeah.
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 I didn't watch a shot of this tournament, but the only thing that I have written down for it is, would Scotty have won this tournament by himself if he didn't have a partner?
Well, he can't play
Well,
alternate
in
shot
some
by
sense-
himself.
No,
so.
but if he would have just been
That
by
probably would
himself,
have been better.
it would be an advantage in alternate,
yes,
but
But
then
a
a disadvantage
disadvantage
in
of the other.
foursomes.
big
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
It'd be
so-
close, I bet,
Yeah.
if he was on. But I
it'd be
guess you could say
something
that about
else.
anyone.
Now, if he
Maybe
got
not
to,
But he's
anyone.
always on. That's the thing.
if he got to play 2 balls for the foursomes,
Oh,
then it's
game
like,
over.
then it's
Yeah.
yeah.
What about the glitch on the PGA Tour app, where Xander and
Oh yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
Cantlay were plus 1,098 at one point. And
That
I
was
put in
just-
the group just a bunch of penalty strokes for being losers, so it's probably accurate. But
I think he said 1,000 penalty
Yeah.
strokes for being losers.
yeah, and then the only other one I had to talk about here was Joel Damon and Keith Mitchell, and mainly that's just because of Damon's hat.
Yeah, the bucket, he called it.
That's what he
The
said.
bucket,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
or the
Visor and bucket hat combined.
Oh, I never even
I don't
saw
think
it.
he's supposed
Yeah.
to get grease on that. But yeah, that's
To
all I
keep
had
his
for
tires
the
lubricated.
Zurich. I mean,
That's good.
great event actually.
Yeah. We going to live next?
Well, we
Do you
gotta
think?
do aces.
Do you think Rory and Lowry are kind of like, fuck, we shouldn't have won that. Now we got to come back and defend next year.
I don't know. I think it's
That's a
gonna
good
take
point.
off. Like with all the trying to that's
Yeah.
an event that if you do it right would grow the game.
you
For
think
sure.
it's going to take off?
I think so. It's our.
Ugh.
I mean, 2 years ago, the Rory McIlory, Xander Schauffele, those guys weren't there, and it had expanded.
Yeah.
Now
I
you're
don't
getting
know.
bigger names already. I don't think it's going to be all of the top dogs, but
I
think
agree. You
if they
should
do
if they
it
elevate
right-
it. If they elevate it, it'd be fun.
If it was at a different time in the year, I think you're right. I think it would have a chance for everybody to show up. But with it in the middle of the heart of the season, right between majors, I just don't see it happening.
yeah, but take off the CJ Cup.
I
play
know,
that
but they
one.
will never do that. I don't
Well,
think that they will.
You got to take off one of these 2 weeks
Yeah,
because they're not taking off Wells Fargo.
it's true.
That's one right before the
But
PGA.
then
Yeah.
most of
Yeah.
these guys are taking 2 off, right? They didn't play this week. They're not playing the coming week. And
That's
then
right.
They got 2 in a
I
row.
wouldn't. I don't understand that. Not playing before the week of the major. Like you'd think you'd want to play the week before a major.
Yeah,
Well,
we
they are.
We talk about
They're
this one
playing
lots.
Wells
Yeah.
They're playing next week.
Oh yeah,
And then
That's
the
why they
majors
put the
after that.
elevated events right before is get
Yeah.
them to play.
but then they also put them after too.
Yeah, that was silly.
Canadians.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe only 2 teams made the cut, but they were both pretty good. Taylor and Hadwin were 10th, so I think they were only 1 under on Sunday because they were right in it.
Mm-hmm.
They could have won that thing.
Yep.
And then Connors and Pendrith were T11. Did anybody even see that? Because I didn't, and I didn't
The
see one
buddies.
of their shots.
The buddies.
T11 didn't see one shot.
It is funny that Harv brought up the Rory, like getting those types of teams in there, and then, of course, you do get the 2 completely random dudes in these tournaments, and then 2 of them just happen to be in the top 3. So it's like you get the best of both worlds. The
Mhm.
random teams up there that just happen to click this week,
Random. Yeah.
and then the good.
Because who
That's solid.
played? Was it Eric Cole played with his caddy's dad, or something like that?
Really?
Like, because there's always those random ones where they like submit a approval to get a
Yeah.
random partner in there, but it was someone's dad. That it was the caddy's dad. I don't know what team it was.
The Fitzies had a tough week this week.
They were okay, not
4
like
putt from
the
12
cooties.
feet.
That's
Not
what
as
I
bad
saw,
as
yeah.
the cooties and the Hogards.
The
so.
Cooties missed. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought, and the Cooties were coming off of top 20s last week.
Yeah, you
this-
commended Canoop's pick. Wow.
actually, the Fitzies were T11.
Yeah, I thought they did
Ooh,
all right.
boy.
Yeah. Bad luck for me there.
Aces, birthday shots of the week. Aces, Ricky Fowler made an ace at Pine Valley. Just a random round, I guess. But still nice to make an ace on
Yep.
Yeah.
likely the best course in the States. Eric Cole had an ace in the Zurich.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Crawford made an ace, and it was actually the first ace ever on the PGA Americas Tour now that they created that tour. And then Alexa Pano made an ace on the LPGA. It said it was the second one in that tournament, but I couldn't find who the other person was.
Oh, yes.
And then birthdays, Justin Thomas and John Daly. John Daly turned 58. A lot of chatter in the group trying to scrounge around if he actually shot 58 when Bronell posted that.
On the front, Canoob said.
Yeah.
Well, that was, because I thought he maybe shot 58. I was like, no, it would have been maybe on the front nine.
I can't believe he's almost 60 years old. It's crazy.
I would have thought he was older.
JT's 31, I think.
Sounds right, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
he's
that's what it
washed.
said, yeah.
He's old. His career's over.
Shots of the week.
I got 2. First one's, so Rory and Lowry made that bogey on 17. They were one back. Then Rory absolutely pissed on one on 18. And Lowry had like a shortish iron in. Made an easy birdie. But my other shot of the week was Canoop's birdie on 18 today, that birdie putt. So congrats on your 70, buddy. Way to go. Good job. Good round.
It's funny.
Proud of you.
I normally don't have shots of the week, but my shot of the week was Knoop on 12 today.
Oh, right.
Right after he tried to pull the wool over our eyes by hitting 3 off the tee.
I think a little
and
poop
double.
came out of my bum on that shot. I thought it was in.
So he made
Had a chance.
Yeah, after 11. So he shot even on the front, and we were wondering if he was going to commit to this whole facade of I stink now.
Yeah,
So then he
three-putt
makes
bogey on
double.
8. 3-putt bogey on 8. 3-putt par on 9. Bogey 10.
Yeah, no, we know what you were trying to do. And then
No, I wasn't trying to do anything.
So
you
then
three.
you got
Jesus.
to the point where it's like, okay, now I have a double. I'm 3 over, and then you proceed to hit it to like less than a foot, almost an ace on 12, and then 3 in a row, and then you probably should have 5 in a row actually.
Yeah.
So
That wind gust on 15, yeah.
that's what I said on.
Yeah, that would have been 5 in a row.
That's the only tough thing about having that long counterbalance putter.
6
when
in
you
the
take
last
it back
7.
and
Yeah.
wind just gets it. So
Yeah.
my shot of the week is that fan from the watering hole that hit Lucas Herbert in the head. Or Lucas Herbert's caddy, in the head.
Oh, right.
Oh, so the water bottle throws your shot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How was that? You're actually proud of that shot? Like
No, it's
funny.
That's my shot of the. No, I'm
Or
not
what?
saying. Well, it is funny. Yes,
Well,
absolutely, it's
I
funny.
mean, go back to your shanties on that tour.
How hard did you hit
Jesus.
that tree on 17?
Really hard.
I just
Really,
thought of
really
that right
hard.
now.
Oh, yeah.
My shot of the
No,
week
so does
is
that guy's cart I hit.
Morikawa's chip in with the fairway wood.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, like, every time I try and do that, it just doesn't make sense.
I don't
for me.
understand why you just don't putt it. Why are you using a fairway wood? Just to get it in the air for that
Yeah.
little bit?
Yes.
Or just bounce them like I do? Just putt it. Just bounce a putt.
Well, I think partly because it's a little more feel, right? It's going to feel a little bit more like a putter. They don't need to go back as far. When they hit that putter, they got to come way back from off there, right? I think that fairway wood's giving it a little more juice so they can make it
But
seem
still,
like a
every
little more
time
like
I
a
try
putter.
to
I
do
don't
that,
know.
I just feel like
Well,
an idiot.
have you ever practiced it?
Not
once.
Yeah.
Not once.
It's funny that you're bringing these up because
Yeah.
I saw Hole-in-One Trick Shots or whatever. He had that video of things you should practice, and it was like he had a tree on the driving range box, and he's trying to like punch it under the tree. I was 0 for 3 on punch outs today
Oh, really?
because I punched out on 1 and then tried to punch out again, hit the cart, and then on 15, I was like, okay, keep your head down so you don't shank this one, and then I just straight hooked it into the other tree, popped it in the middle of the fairway though. But it's like you don't go out onto the course and just like drop a bunch of balls under trees and try to keep it low
And
to punch out.
Yeah, hit a bunch of punch shots. Yeah. No.
And then how do you practice that at the driving range? It's like
Just
I'm just gonna
visualization.
visualize a bunch of trees here and try to where the trunks are and
Just bring in like a house plan, put it in front of the tee box or something.
But anyway, let's get to live. Then we're done.
Well, we got news here.
Oh my god. I actually thought we were done.
There's actually some pretty big news, you guys.
You
Tiger, Rory, JT, and Spieth got their equity payment stuff rolled out. Tiger's getting $100 million for who the fuck knows. Like, why is that guy getting $100 million?
I don't know.
They haven't even announced what Scotty Scheffler's getting, but it ain't going to be that much.
Yeah.
Like, that's the dumbest thing in the world. And everyone's all over, like, JT for him being on there, but, like, at least he's playing the tournaments.
Yes.
Yeah.
and being a part of the tour, it blows my mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
The rich get richer.
Well, and now, so I think that's the tough part for me is we saw all that stuff early, like midweek last week, and then now over the weekend we see that CBS and a bunch of these other golf companies that are covering golf are slashing all of their employees. Right? I read something today where they don't even know for the U.S. Open if they're going to have enough people to run the tournament. Not run the tournament, but have as much good coverage as they would in the past. So you're giving out however much $500 million to all of these players. Well, fucking, you got to pay these companies so they can run all of this stuff because the product is shit, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yep.
It's just, it boggles my mind. Like Scotty, Aberg, like all these younger guys that are going to be on the tour.
Keep around, yeah.
That are going to be on the tour for, like, this was such an easy thing for them to basically stop living its tracks, but we'll see next year. Next on the old news, Charlie Woods attempted to qualify for the U.S. Open.
Didn't.
81?
81.
Yep.
I don't think that was anywhere close to getting in, but I'm sure he'll try again.
Might have to stop just bringing him up in the news altogether because he's
Irrelevant. Good point.
Yeah.
But
not even really a golfer.
It gets posted all the time. Like, people, like, just whatever.
If you
People
see
taking the
news, you
day
have
off.
to talk about it.
Go watch them probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring books for him to sign or something. Just a quick one on the Challenge Tour. Tommy Fleetwood caddied for his stepson in a bit of a cool moment there.
Made the cut.
That's cool, yeah.
He did make the cut?
They made the cut, yeah.
What I thought, like, his stepson just, like, towers over him. So, like, how does he, like, enforce any type of, like, rules in that house?
Yeah, that and
Wouldn't that be something?
just like how big's that kid's dad?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, but, like, he could just pick up Tommy and just toss him out the front door like Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air if he wanted to. But
Like jazz.
yes, that's the one I was looking for. Last one
His
before
wife's probably going into a
menopause.
care home pretty soon. He might have that kid all to himself pretty soon.
He's gonna be raising that thing. Oh man! Last one before we go around the world. Apparently, John Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton are eligible for the next Ryder Cup, and can play in DP World Tour events if they so choose.
Just those two.
That's all it said. Like I mean, those other guys don't really have a chance, but you wouldn't think.
Yeah, Sergio said he wants to start playing again as well, but who knows?
He can't make the Ryder Cup team.
No.
Well, I think
No,
he
I'm
probably
not
wants
saying
it
he
to
wants
be
to,
a
but-
captain.
Yeah, he wants to get back in.
Because all those guys probably should be captains. Like Westwood, Sergio for
Poulter for sure.
Well, Stenson was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they probably should let him because
Nah.
they probably don't have much for captains after.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Unless Donald's just going to
Have
do
to
it till the end of
recycle.
time.
Yeah.
Till he loses.
Get Colin Montgomery in there.
Hasn't he done it a few
He's
times?
done it.
Has he?
Yeah, he has.
Olazabal
He's
maybe.
got to be getting up there. Old Thabo made the cut at the Masters, didn't he?
Yeah, dead last.
Yeah.
Around the world. Start with the Champions Tour, the Mitsubishi Electric, won by Stephen Ames. So,
Yeah, man.
Canadian.
What a week for the Canadians.
Yeah, big week.
Yep. Nice little bronze golf ball on a tee trophy. Oversized. Alker was fourth. Canadian Dennis Hendershot was 75th. Beat David Duval by... It was a lot. Like, David Duval was like plus 24, and this guy
he's
was
got to
like
be in the
plus-
booth only now.
Really?
But probably the biggest
Dennis.
news out of the Champions Tour is just when you think he's dead, cue the Undertaker gifts. Bernhard
I
Langer
was gonna say, is it Bernhard?
is coming back to competitive golf.
Yeah.
3 months. That's insane.
Yeah, it really is.
He's
At
a
his
freak.
age, especially.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I
it's
mean,
one
he
thing
looks
if,
like a robot. He gets more robot-like every picture I see of him.
Yeah.
Like, that skin is just pasted on.
It's that
Mm.
It's a lot of bone.
German medical science, I think.
Ames must have like 7 to 10 wins on the Champions Tour now.
I think
I
He
bet.
is racking them up.
Yeah.
What a guest he was. It just
That
cut
was
us
a while
off so he
ago.
could go on his boat.
Yeah. He talked to us for quite a while, though.
Yeah, he did.
Just no Tiger stuff.
No.
We almost have to
No
go
Tiger
back,
stuff, guys.
Go back to some of the previous guests we've had. It's like kind of in the point where the ones we like, bring them back on.
Well, yeah.
Still got their numbers.
Why don't you call Wyndham? Get him back on.
John was supposed to be on this week, but we forgot about it.
Love Lady.
Wyndham's caddy. We're getting him on right away.
Yeah.
Bring back Love Lady.
Tom.
Oh, yeah.
He was on twice.
I wonder what he's doing now.
I don't know.
Uber driver.
Living in
probably.
JT's
Oh,
garage.
boy.
PGA Tour.
Unbeknownst to JT.
Yeah, exactly. PGA Tour or PGA America's Tour, the Diners Club Peru Open, won by DJ StuMac, another Canadian. So, nice little Aztec themed silver vase. So,
Yes.
good trophy.
Good for StuMac. Yeah.
Matthew Anderson was 18th. I didn't write down all the other ones, but he won last week, so figured I'd put him on here again. Corn Ferry Tour, the Veritex Bank Open.
And StuMac had his dad on the bag, too.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, he did this week.
Yeah.
I saw a video of him sitting there signing autograph after autograph after autograph after he won. So
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah, he's a
for
great
doing
dude.
that.
So, yeah, Corn Ferry, Veritex Bank. Tim Vitting won again. He'll be getting
Really?
called up here right away, more than likely. So
It's
he
3 and you're in, right?
Yep, 3 and you're automatically called up. Miles Creighton was second. Will
Yeah.
Bateman was 36th. Papineau 55th. Dutois and Yellow Maraju missed the cut.
Yeah, that course was easier than the Hillcrest.
Oh, right. We should talk about it.
Creighton shot 65, 65, 65, 62 and lost by 4.
Yeah, but how about the Frankie Kaplan who shot 58 on Thursday and lost by 7? Imagine shooting 58 and losing the tournament by 7 strokes.
Yeah.
Like that's
There was
insane.
one point where it was looking like he was going to shoot 56 potentially. Like he was.
Sure was.
It was insane.
We parred the last
Tracking
hole.
it.
Should
Yeah.
have been 57.
What was his
Par
name
five,
again?
Yeah.
Frankie
Frankie
Kaplan the
Kaplan.
third.
Yeah.
And then Miles Russell,
Awful
the
par on 18.
Miles Russell, the 15-year-old, missed the cut this week, but he was still -4.
Yeah.
So like,
At the Hillcrest, though.
hey, that's all right.
The amount of skill and ability for the younger guys now is just insane.
We'll get to it soon, but yes,
Oh, okay.
Will?
got something in the preview.
LPGA, the JM Eagle LA Championship presented by Plus Pro, was won by
Wow.
Hannah Green. Defended her title. She won this tournament last year.
Nelly took the week off.
Canadian
Nelly's
caddy on the bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Savannah Grawal and Maud Amy LeBlanc both missed the cut. This one's just your standard metal trophy with like a little bird figurine on top. So
Just a little bird on top.
just a little. Brono probably hates it.
Yep. Kick it.
DP World Tour, the ISPS Honda, won by Yuta Katsuraga.
Oh, boy.
That headdress.
That helmet trophy.
Yeah.
And that goofy smile that he had wearing it.
Yeah.
It must be a thing because like Phil looked like a dummy when he put on that helmet too,
Yeah.
right? So
We might have
put
to
on
go-
a helmet. You
We
look
might have to
dumb,
go
right?
back to trophy vote.
There's
post all the
more.
trophies.
Oh, international, maybe.
Yeah.
This Don DAAN Husing got DQ'd from this tournament. He overslept. Missed his
Missed
tee
his tee
time.
time.
Must have been an
That's-
AM PM thing. Or they said his phone didn't charge, so his alarm didn't go off. That can happen to
Can you-
anyone.
Yeah,
That can happen to
happens
anyone.
all the time.
That can happen to anyone.
Happens
That
all
damn
the
must have been
time.
the light switch that turned it off. Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously LIV the Adelaide, their flagship
Saved it for
tournament.
last, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
Just to
Brendan
keep everybody
Steele.
listening, eh? Smart.
Brennan Steele won the event. Bit of a tough leaderboard
Dogs
Yeah.
breakfast.
for the flagship event. The Rippers GC did win the team event in the playoffs. So how the playoff works is the captains just pick 2 players
That's right.
that go play in the playoff.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind
Did you
of.
pick themselves?
I think he did pick himself,
He did, yeah.
but he said after he could have picked anyone, and he felt confident that they were going to win.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good captain material there. Then they popped the champagne.
Oh,
And the streamers and the smoke and everything.
on the
just-
stage, it's just so forced. It's just, oh,
The only thing I saw of Liv this entire week was Kevin Na going absolutely bananas.
Oh, yeah.
That was insane. Like, what was he trying to do?
You look like you on one today.
Yeah, couple shanks, couple trees.
I just like how, like, if that was on the PGA Tour, those videos would never get out because you're not allowed to film that.
It is true.
Couple other cool things. I mean, we talked about Herbert's caddy just wearing that water bottle. But the flight deck thing they did on the range where they have like a higher up elevated tee box and you have guys come in there hitting shots and you can go get autographs with them and all that stuff. Pretty cool thing there. And then just a couple of Bryson videos that came out. First one earlier in the week, him playing with a set of junior clubs, which is kind of a fun video. But the one that's making the rounds is he bet a guy if he'd make a 10-foot putt.
Yeah.
And if he missed it, he had to give the guy his socks.
Yeah, and the guy is the one. The guy that made the bet was the one that wanted his socks. Like Bryson didn't say, "You get my socks."
No,
he wanted his
his
socks.
Like that guy's a
Weird.
Bryson was getting his
dare
hat.
say the P word?
You haven't in months.
Okay, he's a perper. Like, let's make no bones about it. Like he probably put those things in his
Reset
mouth.
the clock.
Right in his mouth.
Well, or smelt it at the very worst. But the funniest part of the whole video was when like Bryson was walking afterwards, and he's like, "That guy just asked for
Sockless?
my socks." To DJ, and DJ's like, "That's disgusting."
Yeah, he's just sitting there. Yeah, he's just sitting there.
He's like, "That's disgusting." But
The best thing that Liv's ever done.
yeah, just a random. Of course, it's DJ. That's it for news.
What are your thoughts on the Liv this week? You said
I actually watched quite a bit.
so there's 94,000 fans at the event,
In attendance over 3 days.
Over 3 days.
So call it 31 in a bit.
and that's their big event. That's their thing.
That's right.
And how many go to the Waste Management Phoenix Open?
Like
700,000.
200 a day.
200 a day.
Yeah.
He's just nodding. and smiling.
I don't know
Yep,
what that. I
okay.
don't know what that means.
Yep, got it. It's
They probably
about
didn't
7
let in
times.
that many. They could have let in more, probably.
Yeah, 7 times as many.
How many unofficially at the Waste Management? All those people sneaking in or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The main point is there should be more golf in Australia. There should be more.
Well, that's the
Better
big
golf in
takeaway
Australia.
Is like if they do that world tour,
Mhm.
Australia needs to host one of the
Two events,
At least
probably,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get them there for a couple weeks to make it worth their while.
Yeah.
But pick recap. Matty B won the week again. So the standings are Matty B 23, Bronell 13, Harv 12, Canoop 10. Matty B had Kuchar and Stricker missed the cut 41.
Yeah.
Higo and Fox were given to him by Canoop for 4th place finish. And Gracerman and Echeverria were also 4th. So 16 average.
Good one.
I was second. I had Smalley and Schmid missed the cut 41. Gim and Kim were given to me 28th. And List and Norlander were 19th. Gim and Kim and List and Norlander just puked this thing away. Like I had this thing locked up Saturday and they just sucked.
Fucking Gim and Kim.
Bronell had you and Pan 28th. Berger and Perez were given to him 41st. And Moore and Neesmith missed the cut for 41st for a 37 average. Canoop had the Cooties missed cut 41. Ryan Lipsky 23rd. And Streelman and Laird missed the cut 41 for a 35 average. But he gave Matty B, Higo, and Fox, so he drops to last.
Okay.
DFL, buddy.
So it's Matty B, Harv, me, Canoop.
Correct.
We got CJ Cup Byron Nelson this week. So TPC Craig Ranch. Typically, that CJ Cup has been in Japan,
Korea.
China.
Hasn't
One of
been there
those
for like
three?
3 years.
Yes,
It was
but they are
Korea.
back here.
But yeah.
So they're in McKinney, Texas this week. So par 72, playing 7,414 yards. Course record here, 61, shot 2 times. Keegan Bradley and Sung Yul No. We do have Jason Day back to defend his title here after winning last year.
That's right.
He ended a 5-year winless drought last year.
He better break out some real good
So
costumes this week.
Cosplay.
All
All
the big pants coming out.
He shot 62 on Sunday last year to beat Eckroat and Siwoo Kim by 1. So really, really, really big Sunday for him to end up winning that tournament last year. We do have a 16-year-old Englishman, Chris Kim, playing this week. He's making his tour debut.
Englishman?
Yeah. So one of his big things, you've already talked about, what was that kid's name that played Corn Ferry?
Miles Russell.
Yes. He beat him 5-4 in the Walker Cup, apparently.
Oh.
So
Can't even bet on him.
whooped his butt.
Probably because he's 15.
So he is also the son of a former number 1 LPGA player. Ji-hun Soo. I've never heard of her, or at least I don't remember her, but good for him. This is the final event before the cutoff for the signature event. So next week, obviously, we've talked about the Wells Fargo. So it's, again, some jockeying going on for that Aon top 10 and something top 5, whatever the hell it is. We do have Jordan Spieth, the highest ranked player, playing this week. And he is the only one inside the top 20 playing as well. And then we have 10 others inside the top 50 playing.
Okay.
And then we have LIV Singapore this week as well.
Boy.
Par 71 playing 7,406 yards. Sentosa Golf Club. Gooch won the first iteration last year, which ended up being his second win of the season last year. And then also your Range Goats won this team team competition here last year. So
Who's?
yours.
Bubba.
Your Range Goats, baby. So yeah. So quick
Okay.
turnaround for them as well.
Okay, and then from a pick perspective, it's plus 5,500. You can't take.
And below, yeah.
Yeah, 5,500 and below.
55.
Okay.
So
I'm up-
McNeely, Rye, and Hostler are all no-goes?
No goes.
Okay.
I'm going to take first pick Peter Quest.
Really?
Peter guy helped me out a couple weeks ago. I'm going to take him again this week.
I am going to take... Going back to the well, Luke List.
Okay. I'm going to take Jake Knapp.
He's on my list.
Front of the pod.
I got a good feeling about Roger this week.
Ooh.
Had to say it.
There it is. I mean, something needs to change, so
Yes.
maybe you can jinx him in the other way, Canoop.
What do you mean?
By taking him.
Yeah, take him.
Yeah, no. I'm going to take Matty Schmid.
Okay.
Back to you, Maddie.
I will take Taylor Pendrith.
Yeah, him and Connors played pretty good this week.
Mm-hmm. I thought about Hago. Him and Fox
I haven't
played
seen
well.
him up there much at all.
I'm
Yeah.
going to give Matty B. Cagely.
Okay. I mean, it's in Texas.
I thought the same thing last time we were here.
Ra-
And he missed
Palmer's
the
in
cut,
this?
so
Yeah, I'm taking Ryan Palmer.
he's a sponsor's exemption this week.
I'll take him. Whatever. What
Okay.
do I got to lose?
That's right.
Another 2 points.
Keep going.
I'm going to give out Keith
Mhm.
Mitchell to... You're the only one that's given?
Mm-hmm.
He's given to Maddie. Yeah. You can give to either one of us.
I'll give him to you.
Visor guy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Big visor guy.
All right. Well, I was about to give Bronell Alex Noren, but I'll give him to Harv because he loves him.
Okay.
I'm going to take... Did they change the Seamus Power? Can I take him?
He's 6,000, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll take Seamus Power.
And I'm going to give Canoop Mackenzie Hughes.
Okay.
Just because then maybe you won't jinx him.
No, he's jinxing him no matter what. He's just going to be looking at him extra now.
Knute's last pick.
I'm going
Yeah.
to take Michael Kim, the X sensation.
Yep.
Michael Kim.
He's a great
All right.
follow.
He is a really good
Best
follow.
bet.
Oh, right.
I couldn't
That.
find anything that I wanted to even bring up. No good odds, nothing.
The best bet was Canoop shooting 70 today. That was a guarantee.
I was going to be
Guaranteed.
minus 2,000.
You guys.
The sun coming up.
It was less
Let's-
likely than Canoe shooting 70 or below.
Let's just let's let Bet Boost on Bet365 do the talking then. They got a 3-leg parlay. Plus 628. Sung Jae over Min Woo, Si Woo over Will Z, and KH Lee over Mav. But then you got to put that all in the graphic.
I don't like any of those either.
I got a really good best bet.
What is it? Playoff.
It's a parlay.
Okay.
It's Bruins, Hurricanes, Avalanche, and Canucks
Tomorrow.
to send all those other 4 teams golfing
Tomorrow.
It's golf related. Those other teams are all going golfing.
Except this isn't going to get posted.
Yeah, this doesn't get
until
posted till
Wednesday.
Wednesday. It'll already have happened.
Post it tomorrow. Fuck.
Can't. Tomorrow's pod post.
Uh,
Why don't you just do
such
a
a good
Stanley
idea.
Cup
Such a
winner
good
futures?
idea, though.
What about a Stanley Cup future
Just to
winner?
get that dig at the Leafs in there.
Just post, I think, the
What if
Panthers.
Matthews doesn't play?
Hey,
Because he pooped his pants in the game the other day.
why not just take the Panthers to win the Stanley Cups? Stanley Cup.
The Panthers.
Yeah,
Might as well flush your money down the toilet.
Oh, God.
that's what I'm saying. If we're talking about jinxes, let's bet on Knoop's favorite team to win the Stanley Cup.
That's a pretty good idea, too, yep.
Ooh.
How about no hole in one? Oh, fuck.
It's only plus 125. I look at that one all the time.
And what's
Yeah.
yes?
Minus.
Minus 150, pretty much.
Go with it.
Which?
No hole in one.
Maybe they make an
Good.
albatross.
Oh, wow.
Lakers gonna lose? They
I
done?
Sure hope so.
Did he just call a foul there?
Sure hope so.
Nope, it's over. See ya, LeBron.
Dang.
Now we can just complain about the refs for another year.
Now we can go back to hockey.
We could do Neiman to win this week. Plus 800.
800. That's it?
What is he in the odds? Fourth?
Second.
He got his
Second.
shit pushed in by Brendan Steele last week.
Tough course. This is his style coming up.
Not there's
Really?
anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, no.
I don't care what we do for best bet. Just put it on the graphic.
Let me check the team odds.
Do you think we'll by
Yeah.
this time next week we'll have played again?
Do you think one person that listens checks the best bet?
Hey,
Think
you know
one per-
what? When there was no hole in one for plus 700, I had someone say I bet that instantly when you brought it up,
Really?
and it hit.
That was a big one.
Really did.
All right, here it is. This is the best bet. Team event winners, Crushers. Crushers GC
What's the odds?
plus 550.
Who's on that team?
Bryce.
Bryson and Casey.
All right.
We can do that one. I don't care. I'm putting it in.
They're leading
Oh.
the team standings throughout the year, so they're
Crushers to win plus 550.
and I won't see you guys next week.
Oh, right, you're on another trip. Forgot about that.
I will definitely be playing golf
Wow.
before we
Nice.
meet next week. You guys meet next
Well,
week.
that
so-
reminded me. I had my work meeting this morning. I got told that I got to go to Indianapolis in June, and like, is there a worse city just for general stuff to
Yeah.
do?
Lucas Oil
Pittsburgh.
Stadium, though.
That's what it would be.
What?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's
At least
unreal.
You go see the Pirates or
Okay.
paying
The
you got
bridges.
stuff to do.
It's a beautiful city.
There is nothing.
Yeah,
Like
you
the
can go on a
pace,
you can go
paces
on a
will be
tour.
out.
Tour of Lucas Oil Stadium. That's it.
Pacers are going to beat the Bucks, man.
So I see this. Well, it'd be the finals. They're not getting to the finals.
Yeah, it's
But-
June.
Yeah, it's
Never
June.
know.
Never know.
But anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'll just check. So I'm checking. Oh, Cincinnati's an hour away. Nope, Reds are on the road. Oh, Chicago's an hour and a half away. Oh, no, both teams are on the road. There is nothing to do while I'm there. Indy 500 week before.
Maybe they're tired of giving you good stuff.
Maybe.
Or just bring your clubs. You just play the whole time. They
That's
have to have.
it.
They
My
have
work
to have
meetings
good
actually
course.
have meetings involved.
You were just talking about driving an hour and a half
Those
away.
are night at
Yeah.
night.
Night, yes.
Fuck.
Play an evening round.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Twilight. It's
days.
in June.
Yeah.
Sun's up till.
I guess I'll look into that.
So
You
where are
guys
you
got anything
going
else?
this time? Palm Springs.
Yeah.
For 6 rounds, and you're doing
Oh, right,
That's the
guys.
plan.
12 logs,
12 logs.
2
yeah.
per.
2 per.
As long as my charger works. Yeah.
Stop at a gas station. They all sell them now.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll get one.
Oh, you guys got anything else? All right.
Hopefully you guys can play before next week.
hopefully by this time next
Saturday
week,
or
the
Sunday.
Warriors are in the WHL championship.
Oof.
Well, Game 6 would be played.
Game
So
7's Tuesday next
Yeah.
week. That's
what
good.
happens if we're filming this, do next week's pod with Game 7 looming?
You might not be able to speak.
Oh, I won't. I'll be driving up
You'll
there
be like
too
me.
on Tuesday.
What's happening in the other semi?
Who cares?
1-1.
It's Portland and
Portland,
Prince
Prince
George.
George. It's 1-1. There was Game 3 was tonight.
I mean, you gotta think you're hoping for Portland. You don't want to have to fly to Prince George for 3.
Oh, you mean me?
Anyone, like the team doesn't want to go up to Prince George.
No. I think they'd
Portland's
rather-
further.
Yeah, but it's way better than going to Prince George.
It's just better.
Well, you'd have to take a little plane probably, or
Yeah.
just fly to Vancouver and buy. Like, who knows what you got to do to get up to that dump.
Yeah. But let's hope. Well, have fun, Knut.
I will.
We'll see you next week. But until then, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.